science, and you all are expected to be regular in your online class. And one thing, please be sincere to yourself. Okay, so now let us start with our mathematics. I know none of you have maths book. In fact, you don't have other books also, but anyway, that is not a big issue. We teachers have the books, and you will be getting proper study material. So okay, let us come to the chapter that we are going to start in mathematics. So the chapter that we are going to start today is complex numbers. So till now you all are aware of natural number, whole numbers, integers, rational, irrational, real numbers. So till class 10 you all have seen these numbers. Now in class 11 we are going to study about a new number, and that is called complex numbers. So let us see what is the definition of a complex number. So any number of the form a plus ib. Okay, so any number of the form a plus ib where a and b are real numbers and your I, here the I, okay, this I is equal to a square root of -1. Okay, and this a is called real part. Okay, so first of all, complex number means any number of the form a plus ib, okay, where a and b are real numbers, and your a is called, this a is called real part and b is called imaginary part. Okay, and your I is equal to square root of -1, or you can say that I square is equal to -1. Why? Because if you do the squaring, okay, if you square both the side, then you get I square is equal to -1. Okay, so any number of the form a plus ib where a and b are real numbers and I is equal to square root of -1, then that number is called complex number. Okay, for example, 3 plus 2i, this is a complex number where real part is 3, imaginary part is 2. 0 plus 0 into I, this is also a complex number. That means 0 is a complex number. So till now whatever number you have studied, okay, those numbers are in fact complex numbers only. Okay, like 1 is a natural number and I can write 1 plus 0 into I. Okay, so that means 1 is also a complex number. Okay, like here 0 plus 0 into I, so this is nothing but a 0 only. Okay, so if you could write any number in this form, then that number becomes a complex number. So 0 is also a complex number. -3 -7 into I, this is a complex number where -3 is real part, -7 is imaginary part. -6i, so here if you compare this -6i with this a plus ib, okay, so here you don't see a over here. In place of b you can see it's -6. That means in place of a, 0 is there. That means this number is nothing but 0 plus -6i. Okay, 1 plus 0 into I. Okay, this is also a complex number. Okay, now next, okay, suppose we have got two complex numbers. One thing you must note that always a complex number is denoted by z. Okay, and in subscript if we write like 1, 2, like here I have taken two complex numbers, that's why z1, z2. Okay, so here I have got two complex numbers, z1 which is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id. Okay, now these two complex numbers will be equal. These two complex numbers will be equal. Okay, only if this a is equal to c and this b is equal to d. Okay, So if you have got two complex numbers, and let's say a plus ib and c plus id, then you would say that these two complex are equal only if a is equal to c and b is equal to d. Like here in this example, I have got one complex number, that is 2 plus 3i, and the another complex is this square root of 4 plus cube root of 27i. Okay, so clearly a square root of 4 is what? 2. So you can see this 2 and here is 2, so these two are equal. Okay, here cube root of 27, you know cube root of 27 is 3, so this 3 and this 3. Okay, so this z2 is nothing but 2 plus 3i. Okay, so obviously these two complex numbers are equal. Okay, so clearly z1 is equal to z2. Okay, z1 means I'm talking about this complex number 2 plus 3i. z2 means root 4 plus cube root 27i. Okay, now next topic in this is reciprocal of a complex number. Suppose you have got a number, natural number 2, and you have been asked to write reciprocal of 2, so you'll write 1 upon 2. Yes, so same way, if you have got a complex number and you have been asked to write the reciprocal, so let's say I have a complex number z is equal to a plus ib. Okay, and I'm supposed to write the reciprocal of it. So reciprocal of it means 1 upon z. Okay, but z is nothing but a plus ib. Okay, now one thing you must always remember, that in denominator we do not leave a complex number. Okay, so in denominator if you see a complex number, then you must rationalize it. Okay, so that I part can be removed. Okay, so here I'm looking for reciprocal of z, that means I will write 1 upon z is equal to 1 upon a plus ib is equal to 1 upon a plus ib. As I told you, in denominator we don't want this I part. I don't want complex number in denominator, so I must rationalize it. Okay, so here you can see it's plus. Okay, so what we'll do, we will multiply, okay, a minus ib and we'll divide by a minus ib. So that's how we can rationalize. Okay, and now what will happen, you can see in denominator this is a plus ib, this is a minus ib. So you must recall that formula, a plus b and a minus b. Okay, so a plus b into a minus b formula you must recall, and by that we will write a square minus ib whole square. Okay, so this is what we will get. Okay, and in numerator 1 into this, so simply you will get a minus ib. Now a square, fine. Now minus I square, but you know what is your I square? Your I square is minus 1. Okay, so in place of I square what will put? Minus 1. That minus 1 and this minus will become plus, so plus sign, and b square. Okay, so if you have a complex number z, okay, is equal to a plus ib, then reciprocal of that complex number will be this. Okay, now for example, here I have taken a complex number z is equal to 3 plus 2i. Okay, and I am looking for its reciprocal. So 1 by z will be its reciprocal, that means 1 upon 3 plus 2i. Okay, as I told you, in the denominator we don't want the complex number, that means we don't want anything in term of I. Okay, so what we'll do is we will rationalize. So all the time you don't have to rationalize, you should remember that if you have a complex number z is equal to a plus ib, then reciprocal comes a minus ib upon a square plus b square. Okay, so here in place of a what we have 3, and in place of b we have 2. So when we have to write reciprocal, 1 by z will be equal to, see here a, that means here 3. Okay, and down we have to write a square plus b square, so that means 3 square plus 2 square, minus sign, then your b has to be written, then I. Okay, then upon this a square plus b square, that means 3 square plus 2 square. evaluate it, okay, and you will get 3 upon 13 minus 2i upon 13, okay. And now next is conjugate of a complex number. So suppose you have a complex number z is equal to a plus ib, then conjugate of z is denoted as z bar. So this is the given complex number z is equal to a plus ib, and we are looking for its conjugate, okay. So conjugate of this complex number z will be denoted by z bar, okay, and this z bar will be equal to a minus ib, means whatever sign is over here that will be changed, okay. Suppose if it's plus over here, then it will become minus. If it is minus, then it will become plus. Clear? So for example, I have got a complex number z is equal to 4 plus 2i, then conjugate of this will be z bar is equal to 4 minus 2i, here plus, so this becomes minus over here, conjugate, okay. Now z is equal to minus 3 plus 4i, so conjugate of this will be minus 3, and this sign will change, okay. So what the sign with this I part, whatever is there, that gets changed, okay. Here z is equal to I, that means here this is nothing but is equal to 0 plus I, okay. I'm trying to write this in terms of a plus ib, okay. So here I don't see anything in place of a, okay, that means 0 is there, okay, plus I. Here in place of b there is 1, okay. Now I have to write conjugate of this. So conjugate of this means I got to change the sign, this, okay, so this become minus. Clear? Here I've got z is equal to 3 minus 6i, so conjugate of this will be z bar is equal to 3 plus 6i. So here minus sign was there, so it's got changed to plus. Clear? Now next is modulus of a complex number, okay. So suppose I have a complex number z is equal to a plus ib is a complex number, and then modulus of this complex number z, modulus of this complex number z is denoted by z, and this we put within these two parallel lines, okay. This z is this z complex number, okay, is put within two parallel lines, okay. So whenever you see say suppose z is a complex number and you see it is put within two parallel lines, that means it's saying that it's a modulus of that complex number z, okay. And this is denoted as this, and value is given as this, okay, a square root of a square plus b square, okay, and it is always positive. For example, I have got a complex number z is equal to 3 plus 2i, okay, then modulus of this complex number is denoted by this, and that is equal to, okay, by this formula a square plus b square. So here in place of a what we have 3, so 3 square, plus what we have in place of b, so that's 2, so 2 square. Now evaluate, you get square root of 13, okay. Next z is equal to 3 minus I, okay, then modulus of this complex number will be given as this, okay. So will be equal to a square root of a square plus b square. So here a we have 3, so 3 square, plus in place of b what we have minus 1, so minus 1 whole square, so it becomes square root of 10, and so on. Clear? And next is properties of conjugate of a complex number. So suppose I have got these complex numbers z, z1 and z2 are complex numbers, then conjugate, here already z is there, okay, and then first conjugate, okay, and again conjugate is simply z, okay. So here you can see that I have got a complex number that is equal to 2 plus I, okay, then conjugate of this will be 2 minus I, again you take the conjugate of this conjugate, okay, so it becomes 2 plus I. That means you are getting the same complex number that you had started with, okay. So this is what this property is saying, okay, that suppose you have a complex number and you take its conjugate, and again you take the conjugate of that particular conjugate, then you will get the same complex number with what you had started, okay. Next property is this, suppose you have got these two complex numbers z1 and z2. Firstly you add those two complex numbers and then you take the conjugate, okay, and that will be equal to same as taking the sum of the individual conjugates. Okay, here I have not taken the examples. Okay, if you want to verify, you can take any two complex number, okay, and you can check whether this is happening or not. And here two complex numbers Z1 and Z2 are there. So here this property says that if you take conjugate of product of two complex, that is nothing but it's equal to product of conjugates of the individuals. Okay, and next property is Z into this conjugate of that Z, okay, is nothing but a square of the modulus. Okay, this you can verify by taking one complex number, okay, and you can verify that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Next, suppose we have got two complex numbers Z1 and Z2. Z1 is divided by Z2 and then you are taking the conjugate, so that is nothing but it's equal to Z1 conjugate divided by Z2 conjugate. This could be also verified by taking examples. Okay, you can take two complex numbers and you can try by yourself. Now let us come to the exercise. So it's exercise 10, complex numbers, and in this exercise we have got so many parts A, B, C. So this is the part A. Okay, so exercise 10, complex numbers chapter, and this is part A. So question number 1, express in the form A plus IB. Okay, so here this is a complex number only, but this is not given in proper form. Okay, proper form of a complex number is A plus IB. So what we'll do, we will simplify this, okay, and at the end we will get A plus IB form of this number. So what we'll do is we will open the bracket in the next step. So bracket is opened in for both. Then what you do, put all those numbers without I, okay, without I together, okay, like 7 and -5, they are being put together, and put these numbers which have I together. Okay, so 3I plus 2I. So 7 minus 5 is 2, okay, and here 3I plus 2I will become 5I. Like you have been adding, like suppose I give you 2x plus 3x, then answer will be 5x. So same way 3I plus 2I will be 5I. Okay, and this is your homework. Okay, next is this. I have got this two complex number, okay, this is multiplied to this, so we will simplify this and at the end we'll get in the form A plus IB. So normally you just proceed. So 3 into this whatever you have, okay, so plus 2I into this whole of, okay, so 3 to the 6 plus, and here minus, so minus 9I plus 2I into this will become plus 4I plus and minus minus 2 3 is 6, and this I into I square. Okay, so in next step 6 minus, here we have got minus 9I, here 4I, so this has I, this has I, so these two are simplified, so you'll get minus 5I. Okay, and here minus 6, and this I square is nothing but minus 1, so I square, in place of I square put minus 1. Okay, simplify it, so this will become plus 6. Okay, so in next step 6 plus 6 12 minus 5I, so you got in the form of A plus IB. Next is homework for you. Okay, and this last one, here I've got 13I upon 2 minus 3I. Okay, so though it's a complex number, okay, but we have to write this in form of A plus IB. Okay, so what we'll do, as I had told you earlier also, that in denominator we don't want to see anything in complex, we don't want to see anything in term of I. Okay, so let's rationalize it. So in order to rationalize, I must multiply by 2 plus 3i and divide by 2 plus 3i. So in denominator we can use a minus b and a plus b formula. Okay, so we will get, in numerator we'll get 13i into 2 plus 3i. In denominator we'll get 2a square minus 3i whole square. Okay, here I am using a plus b into a minus b formula. Okay, so then in numerator simplify, so it will become 13 into 2 26i, 13 into 3 39, I into I square, and here in denominator you get 4 minus 9i square. So next step, in numerator this I square becomes minus 1, so minus 39, down minus this I square becomes minus 1, so it's plus 9. Okay, so you got minus 39 plus 26i upon 13. Clearly here 39 and 26 are divisible by 13, so divide each by 13, so you get minus 3 plus 2i. Okay, so this is all for this first online class. Okay, whatever questions have been left as homework, please try to do it. Okay, and send it to that separate group, okay, that we have made for homework and doubts. Clear? And I would send the same PDF from where you can copy it. Okay, so you don't have to pause this video and write from here. Okay, so this much for today.